What's going on, people? Welcome to Big Man Outdoor Adventures. And today, I'm making something special for all of you who are like me. That's right, fat hikers. So, here are some of the rules that I live by for a fatleet like me. And I think that if you are also of husky proportion and you love hiking, you should do too. So, let's start with rule number 1. Pre-hydration. You're gonna sweat way more than everybody else. Okay, it's just a fact of life. There's not a whole lot you can do about it, other than losing weight. And it's not like you never tried that before. You gotta pre-hydrate. And you gotta come with double the hydration. Let's say I normally just have this. Okay? There's a big old, I think 1.7 liter Stanley thing that, by the way, I can boil water in. I'm also gonna have another bottle of water, another couple liters on me. It's extra weight, but you know what? Given the amount that you're gonna sweat because you're gonna be the most fit person on the planet, it's 100% worth it. Item number 2, braces. Knee brace, ankle brace, things of this nature. Because you're heavier, it's gonna go harder on your joints. Now, if you're like me and 95% of people who have ever played football, you have probably torn your ACL or your meniscus or both. In that case, you're gonna want something a little more heavy duty because you know what? That's just the nature of it. That's the nature of the game. All right, you're bigger, you're gonna need something to hold that down. I know for me, this bad boy right here is an absolute must. And you know what? Ankle stuff like that, gotta have it. Gotta have some extra joint support because while you definitely have stronger legs from carrying yourself around, you kind of gotta support everything that's going in there. You gotta support the mechanics of it. Item number 3, it goes without saying, you gotta have extra clothes, all right? You know what? Some of this synthetic stuff to get away the water, you're gonna need a lot of t-shirts. I personally always have a full change of clothes with me, top to bottom, okay? Gotta have it, because the worst thing you can be is just drenched in sweat, totally verschwitzt, as my grandmother would say, and, well, that's how you end up getting hypothermia, especially when it's a little chillier out. Okay, gotta have it with you, gotta be ready to stop in the middle of your hike and just change. I've done it before, it's inconvenient, but it's probably also saved me getting sick a lot or getting exposed to like elements, stuff like scenarios that would be bad. All right, now the next item, I don't really feel like pulling off my feet, but I don't care what you hear all the skinny people saying about wearing trail shoes are the best thing for hiking. Not for you. And frankly, for those people, after they stop weighing 150 pounds soaking wet, not for them. For you, mid-top hiking boots. You need the support. You need the ankle support. You need the arch support. You need all the support in the world. And as we go for a nice, easy hike today, in one of my favorite places, you're going to see very clearly why. All right? Unless you are walking on flat, dry, no stones terrain, you're gonna need that because any fall you take is gonna be harder than the fall of all those people who can eat whatever the hell they want and don't gain a pound. Screw them. Just kidding. If one of you guys is watching this, we don't hate you, we envy you. So, I'm gonna go take my fat man hike. Come along with me, and I'm gonna kind of work through some of these points along the way. Let's rock and roll, baby. Okay, so let me point out why we wear boots, and this is a poncho because it's overcast. Just take a look at this. Okay, so you can see how it's a nice, easy path, right? Talk about wearing those boots, except, oh, look, there's a log across it. So now I got to head up some a little over steep. I could go over that too. But, you're still taking a little bit of a risk on that. So now I got to head up something steep and nice and slippery, and this is where a lot of people wipe out, particularly if, your love handles throw off your balance. So, that's why we wear boots. Well, one of the reasons anyway. So another thing you're going to do if you're a bigger hiker, you're going to go walk a little slower. All right, you don't have to go fast. You know, my brother, God bless him, he lost a whole bunch of weight. And I went hiking with him a couple months ago, and he's running like Mr. Impala now. But, you know, that's okay for him. He took the weight off his knees. That's good for him. But for you, if you're like me, and I don't want to say how much I weigh because I don't know. I refuse to get on a scale. I don't want to cry for 2 hours. It's okay to go a little slower. There's no harm in it, and you get to enjoy the scenery much more. That's just the way a cookie crumbles. All right, so, you know, let yourself go at a slower pace and don't feel compelled to go faster. That's a big one. Okay, see this little bit of trail right here. All right, now this guy snuck up on me because it was a little bit of an up that I wasn't expecting, and this is why you wear boots. All right, we got a nice little place. Boom, stamp. All of a sudden, you see that my foot is way back here, and I got some ligaments up here going out that way, going out that way. I wasn't expecting it. If I am not wearing these mid-tops, I'm in trouble. And by the way, these are not hiking boots. I just really wanted to go hiking, so we're going to see how well going in work boots goes. But this right here is where we wear those mid-tops. All right? I'm not spraining nothing, even when something sneaks up on me because of a few rocks and a little bit of an altitude shift. Now, of course, here's the view that we get to get as we go along our Fat Man hike and point all this stuff out. You still get to have the super awesome view, even though you're sweating more, you're going slower, and you're not wearing the little ditzy running shoes. You still get the view all the same. You still get all the same benefits. Awesome stuff. So, let's move on. All right, now here's a scenario where as a bigger hiker, you're going to take a more cautious approach. Okay? If you're like me, you got wide feet. You know, as we step up and we look in, we see there's a very good chance that your feet are going to get caught and you're going to come down a little harder with a lot more weight. So what we want to do is we want to do this nice and slow. I'm going to give you the bird's eye view here as we go over. I'm checking with my hand. There's no snakes yet, but it's a good habit to have because at some point there will be. And we're coming over. I'm checking my footing and down. Absolute must. Okay, so here's another scenario with the opposite problem. You're going up and the terrain is getting a little funky. We know it's the trail because it has the trail sign. So what I'm going to look for is I'm going to look for the easiest way up that involves the least possibility of me slipping. So I'm thinking right down there in that corner. Let's just see if we can get down there. I'll move slowly so it's not too wiggly on the camera. Being real cautious. All right. Skinny people do this like it's nothing. All right. I'm looking for my first foothold. See, nothing given. Coming over here. All right. And then we're going to keep working our way up. We interrupt the tip portion of this video to give you this incredible view of the riverbed. It's all green. Freaking gorgeous. We got some caves. Had to take a break from telling you about how to be fat and hike just to show you this. Look at those flowers on the trail. That's amazing. Gorgeous stuff. I mean, spring is right around the corner. Oh, and by the way, the trail gets a little slicker because there's a lot more water here. Hence the high top boots. All right, so I've reached that point about a little less than an hour in where I say, okay, I want water. I'm going to stop. All right, I'm going to look for something to sit on that's kind of like a chair. Usually you got some rocks around here that kind of sit like chairs because I'm a big dude. And if you're a big person, you're going to want that too because sitting on the ground crisscross applesauce, not for you. Let's get some water. So, we got done drinking, time to head back. And by the way, why do I bring a lot of water? Because you saw me have 2 huge bottles. I just drank one of them. I'm gonna want that other one when I get back. Big, lots of sweating. If you're a big person, you're gonna want big water. Now it's time to haul my big butt back. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that action montage. And if you are a husky gentleman, and there's no such thing as a husky lady, you're all beautiful. I hope you got something out of those tips. And if you're not one of us and you want to drag your husky friend or fat lead out for a hike, show them the video. Say, if this guy can do it, so can you. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate that. Like, really appreciate that. That would be awesome. So, on behalf of myself, we'll see you next time.